Afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Believe it or not, this is my next to last September show. I cannot believe how fast we're just moving through 2025 after I had my 15th anniversary last month, and the guests are incredible as ever. And we're going to the Sunshine State today, Florida. I have an amazing guest down there. She does filmmaking, she does photography. But before we get to her, we've got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence with the interview, per usual. So, we have the Nemasket Olive Oil Company in Millboro. They make the best olive oil in the world. We have Spirits and Stars, Crystals and Cards right down the road here in Carver on Route 58. The psychic, Sarah Ainsley, she's incredible. We have the Riverside Cafe in Wareham, open 6 days a week, all except Wednesday, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They make the best breakfast from Boston to the Cape, and they have DoorDash delivery. We have the law office of Stephanie Konarski in Pembroke. We have Carver Jewelers Incorporated, Ronald R. and Larry Delano Goldsmiths right here in the building. We have Equestrians Anonymous, a horse tax store for the addicted, quality use tax, saddles, equipment, showing clothing, essentials, and gifts for the horse, hound, and human right down the road here in Carver. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. And we have Evan Young Realty. That's my brother, the realtor. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now Isabel Saasen, Saasen, how do you say your last name?
Saasen. My ex-husband was Dutch.
Okay. It sounds like you're sassing somebody. I couldn't resist that one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Now, we set this interview up a couple of weeks ago, and you're right now you're creating a film, correct? But we're going to start with that, and we'll work our way out to other stuff. But let's talk about that. Tell me about the film you're creating currently.
Okay, well, it's a true story. It's called Family Secrets,
Okay.
and it's about addiction and alcoholism. And I've been working on the script. It's almost completed. And I've also written 4 songs to go with the movie. And I'm very excited about it. This is going to be my second film, but my first one with Bell's Photography and Production Studio. So I hope to be able to get into production by January or March, probably March, because, there's several drafts before you finalize the script. And that's it.
Okay. Well, first of all, is this script based on your real life experience?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's about a family member, and yes, I'm not sure if I'm going to change the names or put the names in because, I don't want
to. I mean, I understand. You got to figure out. You got to work with the other people about that first to figure out what you're going to do. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you tell me about the songs. Now you said you wrote 4 songs. Who's going to perform them?
Well, right now, my producer, who is in Colorado Springs, he did it with AI. So
Okay.
It was wonderful because you're able to see your work put together to music. And we've done it country. We've done it, kind of like Whitney Houston, Adele, or whatever, but they're
Okay.
different songs, and I hope to use them. And I have 2 other that I haven't put to music yet. And so he is more computer tech. He's the tech for our business.
Okay.
So,
All right. You're writing this. All right. So you're writing the songs for this film. Are the songs going to be? Are they going to be vocalized? Are you going to have lyrics, or are you just regular, dramatic music, comical?
no, I do all the lyrics. The lyrics are mine. That's what I've written. The lyrics. Yeah.
Written the lyrics. Okay. So it's going to be the singing is going to be done by AI. Is that how it's going to work?
No. I'm going to have musicians do it so
Okay.
that I have to see, or I may even try myself. I don't know if I can do it like the ones that I like. So we'll see, because I'm a much better dancer than singer. Okay.
Okay. Well, are you going to be doing any dancing in the film?
No, I work behind the scenes. I'm the director.
You're the director.
That's my passion, and that's really where I'm heading for. I went to Palm Beach Film School. That's where I studied. And I also studied at Miami Lakes Tech about 39 years ago when my daughter was a baby at TV Studio in Miami Lakes.
Okay. Now, did you grow up down there?
Yes, I was born in Miami. And I can't seem to get out of Florida as much as I try. So
Well, you're just the opposite of most people around here who want to get down there. I've never even been. You know how old
Well,
I am. We talked about that last night. Okay. All
yeah,
right.
we're the same age.
I know. Hard to believe. You look so much younger. Okay.
Oh, you're sweet.
Well, all right. Well, so is this going to be a full-length feature? And so how long is it going to be about?
It's going to be a full length feature, and I mean, I'll let you know after we put it to. I hope, I probably have to cut some of it out for the actual movie,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah, you have
But
to edit it. I understand.
yes,
Okay.
so we'll see. But I want to start casting hopefully in March, with the crew, and I'm going to need also production team and the whole works,
Well, that's six
the
months
whole.
from now. What's going to happen in between now and then?
Well, I'm trying to get the script, up to par, that, the final copy of the script, the one that's going to be used, other than the editing when you're actually, filming, because I'm sure there'll be changes as you're filming,
Yeah,
making
yeah.
the movie. Yeah. And
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. All right.
And yeah, and just just trying to get it together. I want to, do the best work I can because this will be the first one for my company.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, tell me about the first film you did. What was that about?
It was called Dan's Letter.
Okay.
Okay, and it was about a young man that had to go to jail. It was about forgiveness. It was about my movies are more going to be drama, comedy, and to help people. You
Okay.
know,
Right.
to
Maybe.
help people and family members of people dealing with troubled situations.
Okay. Was that first movie? Was that based on real life too?
Yes, it was.
Okay. All
Some
right.
of it was flipped around. I had to change it around. Yeah.
All right. I understand. Well, now it sounds to me when it comes to doing actual filming, you do behind the scenes. You do the editing as well. You're very good at editing, I assume.
Yes, I do that, and I do photography on the side. I have a photography business here on the Treasure Coast. We do weddings, dogs, anniversaries,
Dogs, no
photo
cats,
shoots,
no cats,
everything.
gerbils, and
Yes.
snakes.
Yes, and I also work at two different churches I've worked at doing the camera work and the switcher and everything. So I volunteer doing that, for God.
All right, good. Okay, you can't ask for better. If you can't ask for a better person to serve, well, you're a better deity to serve than God, I suppose.
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
So,
how many
but
years?
this is what?
Now, I mean, how long ago did you did you break into the film industry? I mean, it sounds to me like you said you went to the school 39 years ago. When
Yes.
did you start making actual films? After
Well, I really tried when I went to Palm Beach Film School, but my marriage and my raising my daughter always came first.
of
So
course.
really in the industry, you have to be footloose and fancy free.
Right.
And my ex-husband had a lot of jealousy towards the profession. And then when I went into another profession, he was jealous of that. So he was just jealous.
Wow. Okay.
So, but I am divorced and after 25 years of marriage, and my daughter's an adult. She's 39
Right.
and she lives out of state, and so I'm free. So now I can pursue whatever I want.
Okay. It sounds to me now. Have you ever done anything in television aside from just films?
I haven't done it in television. I have really stuck with having my own business. I had a
Okay.
cleaning company and so on, and other things, and my real estate license and medical billing and banking. I was supporting my family, and my husband's career came first.
I understand. Okay. Well, here's what I'm thinking. Now, I sometimes when I talk to a person I'm interviewing like yourself, and they bounce up stuff off me, I try to think of things that might help them down the line. And this is an idea I have. What about the possibility at some point, once this next film is done, trying to create like a sitcom based on maybe your real life and making it kind of like doc humor? I don't know, just a thought.
I thought of that, and it's called the Camachos. Okay, that's my maiden name.
See, you're
And
one step ahead of me then.
and that's I'm the female fighter, the oldest girl in the family. So you know how that role goes.
Okay, all right. Well, so you are thinking of doing that, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, all
But
right. Yeah, go
yeah,
on.
but my main thing is to direct. So where I end up, it's in God's hands. So I just want to go as far as I can. I'm much older, but I am not interested in stop working at all in my life. I just want to work until I drop.
I understand. You like what you do. You love what you do. Same here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so how do you go about getting cast members for your films?
We interview. We learned that in Palm Beach Film School. We take the headshots, and we have people come in, and we have our team interview them, and we select them. But the final decision will be mine because I have a vision. Because this is my baby.
Of course. Well, tell me about your company. This you're talking about your company. Who's this person out in Colorado, and what does he do? Well, you tell me.
Uh, yeah, Todd Pierce. He's an
Okay.
actor, and
Okay.
he has his own business down there, and his for music, it's under Boy Found.
Okay. What is he, a
And
musician too?
he's been an actor. He's a very good actor. He's played in Fiddler on the Roof and several movies there, and they just
Original.
finished it.
Wait a minute. Was he in the original Fiddler on the Roof with John?
No, no, no.
Okay.
These are independent movies. We haven't gotten that far yet. When I hit the red carpet, you'll be the first to know.
Well, I will. Okay. As I hoped. Okay.
Yeah,
What does
we're
he?
hoping and praying. Yes.
Was he the Fiddler on the Roof doing this during in the
No,
film?
he does the singing. He has a lovely voice, and he's an
Okay.
actor. And they just did a movie down there. I can't remember the name of it. I was going to fly out there, but I had other commitments
Yeah, there's
here.
stuff going on. Okay. Now,
So,
have you ever done any acting yourself? Have you ever been in front of the camera aside from today, obviously? But
when I was studying, because we had to do our own music, we did our own song, and we did actually "Captured by the Moment" by Journey.
okay,
And I danced for that, and also did scenes at the beach because we were our own actors in school training. So I know how to do everything, but I am not good at lying or. I have stage fright. I get too nervous. I work
okay,
behind the scenes. I don't like to be in pictures. I'm not photogenic. My daughter is. I'd rather be taking pictures and working behind the scenes and directing.
okay. That's great. Just curious, what does your daughter do? What does she do for work? Is she involved in this sort of thing in any way?
No, she's a very successful businesswoman. She doesn't have any kids, but
Okay,
she's married and she's a stepmother, but she didn't have any kids herself. She was an only child, so they're different. Only children are different than when you have brothers and sisters. And
I know.
yeah, and she was very mature, always young, very successful. She has her own business, which is like with credit cards and supplying money for small businesses.
Okay,
So.
so kind of like she does loans and stuff, like banks or like a loan.
Yeah, her background was in banking, so
Okay,
that's where she started, and then she's done on her own, and she's been on radio, and she's very successful. She's
we
very
get her on the
successful.
show too at some point.
Well,
Give her-
maybe,
Well,
maybe.
I'm always looking for new guests. Well, anyway, all right. Now that you sort of got the ball, you finally got the ball rolling on this film. How long did it take you to create the first film?
The first film, it took about 6 months.
Okay, and that's not bad for a film. I assume it was a full length feature too, just like this one's going to be, right?
No, it wasn't a full length.
Was it?
No,
Okay,
no, it wasn't. It was shorter.
it's shorter.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, and
okay,
it was a trial run, and then I was also going to work with the director in Spain years ago when Facebook first came out,
okay.
but my husband got terribly jealous, and we almost got a divorce at that time because I was talking with the director from Spain, and I was planning to go there and wanted him to come, and he wouldn't come, so
You had a divorce anyway,
now we're divorced. Yeah,
right?
so.
Okay. Now you can go to Spain and do that if you want, right? Or is that not going to happen?
No, that's not going to happen. That
Not
was
going to
years
happen.
ago. Yeah, that was years ago. I
That was
have
years.
made many attempts and failed, and I just don't give up. That's all.
As well you shouldn't. So tell me about your musical background, though. You dance, but you don't sing much, right? Is that it? Tell me. I mean, you
Yeah.
mentioned you like to dance. Were you ever part of a dance troupe, or did you do it in school, or cheerleading, anything like that?
Oh, well, yes, I took ballet, tap, and toe from the time I was a little girl. In the disco era, I used to win dance contests. I worked at Facade, which was a really good nightclub here.
Okay.
And I actually met John Travolta at the Fountain Blue when I was working there, the first night I was working
Oh, you
there.
met him?
Yes, yes,
Wow.
I served him and his managers, but believe it or not, they were very cheap. They only gave a $20 tip, and they kept me till 2 in the morning. But
Was that
anyway,
before or after Saturday Night Fever? Because remember, we
it
were
was
still.
after. It was after. It was Super
Yeah,
Bowl
yeah.
weekend, and Kevin Costner was also at the Fountain Blue. He was in the Steakhouse Poodle Lounge, which that was who hired me, the manager from there.
Okay.
And I'd rather have met Kevin Costner, okay, because he's my favorite untouchable. I'd love to meet him, work with him,
I
and
get
I
it.
also feel very sad that we've lost Robert Redford because I'd
Oh,
like
yeah.
to check out Sundance. He's a mentor of mine, and he's just been amazing his whole career.
No, he's my mother's age. She just turned 89 too last week.
Yeah,
Yeah. We
exactly,
were talking about that
exactly.
last night, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, but it sounds like you've gotten your foot in the murky waters of success, though, with the Fountain Blue. I've heard of that club. Is it in Miami?
The Fountain Blue is a beautiful hotel. It's where the Whitney Houston, the Bodyguard, was filmed
Oh,
with
okay.
Kevin
Wow.
Costner.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I worked there, and I used to work at Facade. And, it was so funny working the front door because I'd handled the money. And I really wanted to be in the champagne room where the money was. So the girls made the money. But they wanted me to stay because I handled money, and they want you to be honest. And
Yeah, yeah.
it's
You
so
weren't.
funny because
Someone else was,
the
right?
the men would walk in and say, "Oh, she's pretty. Oh, I don't like her nose." Right it to your face. It was so
Oh,
funny. People are amazing.
people can be real schmucks in some situations. I know. I know.
I mean, people have no filter. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and some have no tact. I get it. I know. I know.
Yeah. So that's how, the manager of the Steakhouse Poodle Lounge really had a crush for me. But of course, I was younger and in my heydays, and so I went to
Just
work.
curious, what year did you meet Travolta? Was it like 1980, give or take?
Okay, let me see. My daughter was born in 86.
86.
So I think she was a baby when
All right, so it
86.
was the mid late
89,
80s.
whenever the Super Bowl was in Miami. So
Oh, okay, well,
either
it's been a few of them have been there. I watched the Super
80,
Bowl, but
maybe 88,
okay, 88. That sounds
87, 87 or 88. I don't know. But it was my first night working there, and I was just shocked, and I was so nervous, but I got in trouble because I asked them for a cigarette to smoke a cigarette because I was there sitting at the bar, by myself waiting for them to leave. They had the place all to themselves
there was no
in the
smoking. They didn't want to. They didn't
no,
want to.
there was smoking at that
Oh,
time.
there
I
was.
was
Yeah.
even smoking at Facade at the front door.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was a different time. Yes, their smoking was allowed, but they were smoking at the table, and I asked them for a cigarette because I was just by myself while they were carrying on. And they were asking me where to go in town and so on. So, but like I said, I would have preferred to have met Kevin Costner because I love the movie Untouchables. That's one of my favorites.
Did you actually meet him or not?
No, I didn't. He was there the night before. I missed him by one
Just
day.
by one night. All right. Well, hey, listen, there's plenty of time. You might meet him at some point. He's still out there.
Okay, I'm going to make you arrange that one, okay?
Really?
Yeah, maybe you can work something like. No, I'd really like to get on his team and, maybe even, show him if this script succeeds, maybe the next one or whatever. Let's see where we go.
Okay. Well, guess what? We're in the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me. I hope I asked good questions.
Sure did. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
And I just want to let anyone know if they want to hear this and they're in the Treasure Coast or they need any business, I'll give a 20% discount if they say your name that they saw the show.
Okay, well, we'll see. But once the show is up online, the sky's the limit. We're going to share it with everyone. So
Okay.
what I want you to do in the remaining time is give some shouts out to people that are going to see it. Just condense them. I guess you can mention your daughter. I'm sure she'll see it. I mean, and maybe Mr. Pierce in Colorado. I expect he'll see it too. Maybe
Okay.
get them on the show. Maybe sounds to me like they'd be great guests too if they'd want to do it. And then other people that you might know.
Okay, I'll let him know. Okay, all my love to my family, my daughter, Christina. I love you very much. I'm very proud of you. To Dorothy, my VP, who is a very dear friend of mine, who I'm sitting at her house now recording this. And to Todd, well, Todd, I hope you like this one. I wish you were closer so you could take up some of the talking time.
You're talking about Todd Pierce out in Colorado, right?
Yes, in Colorado, yeah.
Right. Well, if
It's
you want,
it's
well, that's what I
very
said.
different. It's very different doing long distance working, but it's worked out and he's very talented. So,
That's what I'm saying. So he can do the show too, and we'll talk, and we'll cover all his deal, his deal
and
with
he
us.
has yeah, and he has his own business too. I think it's called Sundown, his
Cool.
business.
Well,
And but for the music, and he also writes music. And he's come down here to Florida. He was here in December, and he wrote a song about the beaches here. The beaches were notorious. I'm 5 minutes away from the beach, so if you ever want to come down, you have a friend.
what?
I'll
Yeah,
show
I
you.
think
I'll show you the place. Okay.
sounds fine. And you are in Miami, right? Correct? Is that where you?
No, no, I'm on the Treasure Coast, which is further north. I'm very close to where Trump is. There,
Okay. The Trump, he's
I'm
everywhere.
by the president. He's in Palm Beach, and then there's Tyquesta.
He's
No,
got his
there's
he's got his place in New
Jupiter,
York and New
Tyquesta.
Jersey and Delaware. I mean, that's Biden, but I'm just,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, now aside from the film, is there anything coming up on the horizon that you want to mention before we wrap it up? I just want to, make sure we cover it all. If not, that's fine. But I ask every guest this question before we conclude the show. But you tell me.
No, I just like if people can look. I'm on Facebook and I'm on all the websites, and if they can look and listen to the music and write their comments, what they think about it, which version they like better,
Okay.
because it'll also help me make a decision for the movie. Because like Todd's done it in country, different styles and stuff like that. So
Okay. All right. Well,
okay,
I have one last favor to ask. We're going to wrap the show up in a minute, and I'll do my snapping. Will you stick around in my tag? And Jason will take a pic of us for Facebook, and I'll tag you. Are you willing to do that?
sure.
And you can tag me as well. Okay. All right, folks. This concluding September at Area 58. More great shows coming up on the horizon. So snapping off and rolling out. Another Topic Time episode is coming to a conclusion. There we go.